convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive. We welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. And some space here. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. First carry for Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Down at the 26.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Young. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Young on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Fielded just inside the 30. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. Now the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. A quick throw complete to Washington. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, this will be McFarland. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
The ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Back to throw is Carter. From the gun on 3rd down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster.
complete.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. They go play action. Young. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Number 7.
A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Steelers 10, Browns 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Carter throwing on 1st down. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. McFarland running out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A Steeler 1st down on a pickup of 11 yards. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. On 1st down, McFarland. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
At the 12-yard line.
They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Steelers 17. Browns 7. Roberto Sanchez set to
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
Number 20.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, Young. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept.
And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing, and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, they're stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over him.
Roberto Sanchez set to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Gain of 4.
They'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
On the play, and it's 3rd down.
First carry down for Kareem Hunt. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
24, Browns 7.
It's Young on first down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Complete to number
An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. And now this throw complete to Washington. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw. Carter. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple.
At the 39-yard line.
Carter now. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
That's good.
We're up. One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. He's at the 30. 10.
Bring it!
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Austin Seibert on for the point out.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
24.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
To throw on second down, Carter. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Matt Judon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. The 30, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, 84 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Chubb. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Nick Chubb.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Young now on 3rd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
1st down, Browns.
Young off the play fake. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you, you got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He's going to keep it again. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 3rd down, here's McFarland. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will extend their lead even further. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And the Browns first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Young. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off.
Young's pass intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
3-yard line.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
Carter's pass intercepted by the Browns. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Final play of the half, Young. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. It's Young off play action. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Young. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Greedy Williams picks it off. Breaks the tackle. Now an alley. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
34.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead will shrink to 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Carter. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Tossing this out wide to McFarland. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's Carter throwing on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive.
And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown,
Nick Chubb. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point.
For the point after.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
McFarland once more. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here I come. Under 10, under 10.
They run the counter. McFarland. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Carter, completion here to Claypool. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
21-yard line.
From the gun, Carter. He dumps this off underneath to McFarland. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
55. Back. Shit.
Here's McFarland. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So it's his 3rd field goal now in the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. You ain't got nothing.
Young. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Young's pass.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Working with a 2nd and 3. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. Givens. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Bush, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. On 1st down, McFarland. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that one will be accepted. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now we'll run with McFarland. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And again, it's Chubb. Able to fight through one tackle. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Young on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Now Carter from the gun on 3rd down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Browns' 33-yard line.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Carter able to hit his target, Claypool. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from the 20, and the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. So a design run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that come.
Well, in this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Young to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Young. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Greedy Williams picks it off. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Steven Nelson. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Again, McFarland. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. On third down, McFarland. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Browns' drive about to get started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Mike Hilton, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Intercepted.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. On the run is Connor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it'll be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 6-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.